Hey y'all, what is up? It is me, Hannah, aka Fred from the Let's do that again. Hey y'all, what's up? It's me, Hannah, aka Fred from the Wacky Fred Nickel Show, and welcome back to a new video. Today I have with me my mother. Say hi, Mom.
Hi, Fred.
You may be wondering why I have my mom with me today. You probably know by the title, but anyway, today we are talking about a very sensitive topic that is kind of hard for me to talk about, and maybe hard for you all to talk about. Today we are talking about my gender fluidity. Yes, I am gender fluid. No, I am not doing it for attention. Glad we got that out of the way. Okay, so gender fluid, to me anyway, the definition that I use is my gender varies. My gender isn't concrete. I'm not male, I'm not female, I'm not non-binary, strictly any of those. Meaning that my pronouns change. They can change every single day, or they can change on a week. Any day my pronouns can be different.
Mm-hmm.
So that can be hard for some parents to get used to, or that can be my belly.
Your belly. You want to talk about bellies?
Mine's showing. So can you explain to me, Mom, how my pronouns and my name can be difficult for you?
For 15 years you've been she. You are my daughter. It is what it is. And the days that you decide that you're he, I don't use pronouns.
Uh-huh.
You are kid or Fred or hen. You are not a he, she, because your mother will not keep it straight.
Yes, so unless I've specifically told them that I am she, it's easier for my mom and my grandma and my sister.
The entire family.
The entire family, basically. You know, two people from this. I don't think Nenny's actually been in a video, but you know Echo from the channel. And now you know my mom. So for 15 years, yes, I am 15. I'll be 16 in January. So for almost 16 years, I have been a female. I have gone. My name has been Hannah or Fred. That has been it.
She was 2.
And recently I've been experimenting with a name, and the name is Dakota. So I do have some friends. I changed my Instagram name to Dakota, and I changed my TikTok name to Dakota. And my mom noticed it, but she doesn't exactly want to use it because A, it sounds like a state, and B, it can be...
It is a state. There's 2 of them.
It's not North Dakota or South Dakota, it's just Dakota. But it can be hard for her to remember it, and I think that for some parents who even are supportive, gender fluid or just gender identity in general can be hard for them to get used to. And I think what's going on inside your head is you're scared to misgender me or make me upset because you say something wrong.
Honey, some days you're really touchy.
Listen,
like, seriously touchy.
I've been like that for the past 15 years.
No, you're worse now.
So that is something that if you guys are struggling with, you might just want to give your parent or your guardian a little time to adjust. Give them some time to adjust to your new identity.
But don't be afraid to talk to us either.
Yeah, that was my problem. Even when I first came out for my sexuality, I came out to them as bi because I was scared to say that I was pan because I didn't know if they would understand it. I was scared. I mean, I know that my mom has said from day one that she will always support me no matter what I am, no matter what happens. She saw my sexuality coming from day one.
Well, I wouldn't say day one. I'd say from like you were about a year old. There was just
close enough to when I was
vibe for you.
Close enough. But even though I know a lot of you people at home might be scared, even though your parents may say that they'll one more time, even though they say that they'll support you no matter what, it can be it can be scary. You can still be scared that they're not going to support you or they're going to...
How do you wear this hot thingy all day?
It covers my gross hair.
Your hair is not gross.
It was gross this morning. Quit interrupting me! Quit interrupting me! I'm trying to have a serious conversation.
This is what you get when you ask your mother to do a video with you.
Hey, I wanted to do a lot of videos with you, but this is the one that I thought would be the best one to do. Where was I at before you sold my baby?
Don't be afraid to talk to your parents.
Yeah, like my mom said that she'll support me. So if you have parents like that have said they'll support you no matter what, and you're still scared that they may or may not support you or they may reject you, talk to them. Just say it. Hey, you can just be like, hey mom, I'm gay, and walk away. Just walk away. And they'll just sit there stunned for a minute.
Yeah, we will.
Just say something like that, like how I came out to my mom. I came out because I got in a polyamorous relationship. No. Okay, it didn't work out, but polyamory is where you can date two people at the same time and love them the same. You don't have to necessarily be like I was and you date them and they date each other, if that makes any sense. So I dated a girl and a guy, and the girl and the guy dated me, and they also dated each other.
They were starting out dating each other, and then she just kind of joined in.
Yeah, I was a third wheel. It may not have worked out, but I mean, that's how I basically came out to my mom. Like, yeah, I'm dating a girl now.
Your mother's perfectly fine with that. It's the fluidity she has the trouble wrapping her head around.
Yeah, and then, so if you're scared, just talk to them. I mean, and that's the best way to get that issue out. The best way to break the ice is just telling them.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, you can do it with a classic song. You can do with a song, just come out of a closet and be like, hey, Mom, I just came out of the closet. Guess what? I'm gay. But gender fluidity, I meant...
A little flamboyant.
Listen, I get off topic. These guys know this by now.
I would hope so.
But my gender identity is a little harder to get used to. So for all you people out there, or parents or children that are going through this right now, give your parents the time. And parents out there, do you have any advice for parents out there who are going through something similar?
Don't go in with any preconceived notions. Go in with an open mind. Listen, and actually actively listen and hear what your kid is saying. Don't just go, yeah, you're just doing that because that's what your friends do.
Yeah, I think so when we talked about it at first, Mom had the idea. She just thought that my gender came out of the blue. It just came out of.
It came out of left field.
It came out of left field. But she also had the preconceived notion that most trans people or most gender fluid people know from a younger age than what I am. And that's what I think a lot of parents have is preconceived notions, or even people who are questioning their gender identity at an older age.
It's a lot easier for me to accept the whole fact about being pansexual, bisexual, gay. I mean...
Your sexuality
that is an easy concept to understand. The whole gender fluidity thing, that one just kind of throws me for a loop.
Sexuality is easier for my mom to understand than my gender identity is for her to understand.
Yes.
And we moved from a more, I would say, more conservative state to a more open state. Like, we were in a state where you didn't really hear a lot about the LGBT community. It was rare. Everybody talked about it at my school if it was just one person. And then I came down to my new school, which was bigger and more open, and everybody was gay. Like, you knew a lot of LGBT community people. Trans people, pan people, everybody on the spectrum, everybody in the community. So it was easier for me to accept myself because even though she may have seen it coming, I myself questioned it. I was like, could I be? Am I? But what if I'm not? I was so questioning. I was like, I don't want to admit this to myself. I lied to myself for years. I mean, I was younger, I was little, and when I would say that I didn't have a crush on a boy, my mom would go, hey, do you have a crush on a girl? I would freak out.
It was always a possibility.
I would freak out inside. My heart would race, and I'd be like, no, just deny it. Deny the heck out of it. But
well, the family motto is never admit it.
Exactly. But I finally stopped lying to myself. So if you all are questioning your sexuality or even questioning your gender, sometimes you may hide it from yourself, so you might have to accept yourself first before you say anything to your parents. I mean, that may be that's my personal experience, but that may be similar to what you're going through.
Regardless of the situation, find somebody that you feel like you can trust to talk to, because that is going to be your saving grace. It really is.
Oh, yeah, definitely. See, okay, so guys, don't do this. It's not very safe. I've stopped doing it. Do not bind with ace bandages if you have any gender identity issues or questioning your gender at all. Don't do it because it can hurt your ribs. It is very unsafe. I did it because that's what I did to fix my dysphoria. I have major dysphoria in my chest, and that's another issue to talk about. I mean,
but another day because we have an appointment to keep.
Because we have an appointment to keep. So we may have a part 2 to this video. So I guess that's all we're going to talk about right now. Until part 2. Okay, Mom, we're going to go You want to help me do the outro, or am I just gonna do it?
You're gonna do it because your mother does not like to do these videos very much. I hate being on camera.
Okay, so always remember to stay wacky and never be someone you're not, and love yourself if you are anywhere on the LGBT spectrum, or if you are cis, or if you are straight. Love yourself no matter what. You are all valid and beautiful people. All right, bye. I gotta stop the video. Okay, Mom, say bye.
Goodbye.